For 300 years, humanity kept its promise. After the burning of Kuris, after the last galactic war ended in ash, Earth swore never to fight again. We became mediators, traders, engineers. The galaxy came to believe the stories, that humans had grown gentle, civilized, harmless. They thought we'd never fight again. They were wrong. 1. The War of Others. It started on the far side of the Pashorn Rift. Two great powers, the Vile Dominion and the Cathori Ascendancy, locked in another endless war. To them, humans were irrelevant. Our colonies were neutral space, our fleets demilitarized, our banners faded from the battlefields. When the first Kothori strike fleet passed through the Orion trade route, they didn't even bother asking permission. They just came, burning human stations, capturing Terran freighters, and calling it collateral. The Dominion apologized. The Ascendancy justified. The Council debated. Earth stayed silent. For a while. 2. The broadcast. Then it happened. A distress signal from Haven 7, a small agricultural colony. Population, 12,000. Non-combatant. Neutral. The Kothori fleet mistook it for a Dominion supply base. The transmission lasted 17 seconds before it cut off. 17 seconds of screaming. And that was all it took. 3. The message from Earth. Every news feed in the galaxy went dark at the same time. Then a human face appeared. Admiral Sar Elian, commander of the Terran Defense Forces. No emotion. No theatrics. Just cold precision. You entered our space. You killed our civilians. You thought humanity had forgotten how to fight. She leaned closer to the camera. We remember. The feed ended, and the galaxy held its breath. 4. The Awakening. Across Terran space, things long dormant came alive. Orbital shipyards that had been museums for centuries lit up with power. Old fleets, relics of the solar wars, rose from dry dock, their hulls shining with new alloys. The humans didn't build new ships. They reactivated legends. From Lunar Base to Titan Station, every colony received the same encrypted message. Operation Iron Dawn is active. All reservists report. It took less than 72 hours for a fleet to appear at the edge of the Pashorn Rift. 72 hours to reawaken what the galaxy thought extinct. 5. The Arrival. The first sign of the humans was silence. The Kothori fleet detected nothing, no warp signatures, no signals, until it was too late. When they finally picked up the incoming ships, they thought their scanners were malfunctioning. Human vessels didn't look like anyone else's. No sleek curves, ornate design. Just angular, brutal efficiency, made to survive, not impress. The human flagship, TDS Resolute, sent a single transmission. Neutrality is revoked. Then space itself lit up. 6. The Fury of the Forgotten. The galaxy's historians still argue about what happened next. Some call it the 5-hour war. Others, the lesson. In 5 hours, the entire Kothori Third Fleet ceased to exist. Every missile intercepted. Every fighter destroyed. Every ship gone. Human war doctrines, considered ancient and outdated, turned out to be decades ahead of anything the galaxy had ever seen. They didn't just attack. They calculated. Every maneuver predicted. Every counter plotted. Every weakness exploited. To the Kothori, it looked less like a battle and more like a mathematical execution. 7. The Council's panic. When news reached the Galactic Council, panic followed. The Vile Dominion demanded humanity stop. The Kothori screamed for aid. And the smaller species watched in silence, remembering old stories their ancestors had whispered. Never wake a sleeping human. The Council sent envoys to negotiate. Earth refused them. Then Admiral Elian spoke again. You want peace? End your war. Stay out of ours. No threats. No demands. Just certainty. 8. The turning point. By the third day, the Dominion withdrew all its fleets. The Kothari sued for peace. The war, a conflict that had raged for 23 years, ended in less than a week after humanity entered it. Not because we conquered anyone, because everyone realized what it meant when humans stopped pretending to be harmless. 9. The return of Fae. For decades, the galaxy had laughed at Earth's pacifism. They thought it weakness. Now they understood it was restraint. Every major power signed new treaties recognizing Terran-neutral zones as sacred, not out of respect, but survival. Human diplomats will once again welcome everywhere, not because of charm, because every ambassador wore a uniform with a small silver insignia, a single human hand, open, calm, surrounded by a burning sun. The message was clear. We prefer peace, but we remember war. 10. Epilogue, the lesson. Century from now, when historians tell the story of the Rift War, they won't remember the empires that started it. They'll remember the species that ended it. The day humans entered the war, everything changed. They thought we'd stay out. They thought we'd stay neutral. They thought wrong.